Okay, so here we are with Salsa, and one thing that we're just gonna address or sort of go over right now is jumping. Okay, so Salsa jumps a lot. And again, most dogs are just jumping because they want attention, right? They're jumping because they're happy, they're excited, maybe they're trying to play with you, they're trying to engage. And, you know, a lot of people like it, and a lot of people don't like it. A lot of people don't like it from large dogs, but they like it with small dogs. And I think the idea overall is just, I'm not trying to reward my dog for maybe that out of control excitement. Okay, so I think it's just very important that if you want to teach your dog some limitations and some rules to the jumping, first you have to teach them not to jump. And then maybe you can teach them some permission and kind of, you know, doing this or whatever, like giving some type of cue to the jumping. Okay, but for right now, I just want to show you, okay, come on boy, a couple of different ways that you can probably stop jumping. Okay, there's a difference between just stopping the jumping and like controlling the jumping in the moment versus teaching and preventing the jumping in the future. Okay, and that's really, it's very black and white like that across the board with really any behaviors from dogs. And maybe even just behavior in general, also from human. Okay, so someone can, you know, be stopped in the moment and sort of controlled, or they can be taught and then try to get them to prevent that behavior from happening in the future. Okay, so that's really what we're always looking at with dogs. It's like, how can we teach them things, and then how can we get them to try to make those decisions in the future based on what we've taught them? Okay, so which I think is a lot of reaction versus maybe like proactive. Okay, so let's just kind of see what that means right here, what it looks like, a few different ways to maybe stop some jumping based on the feedback that we're giving. So let's try right here. Hi boy, hi daughter, hi daughter, hi. Oh boy, hi boy. Sit. Good. Yay. So something like that, right? He jumped up, I told him to sit, he sat, I gave him praise. Yay, okay. Okay, boy. Yeah, good boy. Sit. Good. Good boy. Okay. Okay. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Yeah. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Okay, so he jumped up twice. The moment he did, I told him to sit, and then I praised him for sitting, right? So he's kind of he understood, oh, if I jump up, he's gonna ask me to sit and then praise me, right? So on that third attempt there, he just decided not to jump. Okay, so okay, let's see. Okay, am I convinced? Okay, hi boy, Salsa. Yeah, good boy, good boy, good boy, good. Okay, so good. So like, am I totally convinced that he's not gonna jump in the future? No. Okay, is he making that decision for the moment right now? Yes, right? So it was all about the timing. When he jumped up, I told him to sit. Once he sat, you reward the sit with a praise, right? So teaching him jumping up doesn't get the praise, but sitting gets the praise. Okay, so I'm obviously having to cue that sit. Okay, it hasn't been developed as a habit where he says, I just sit and that's how I get rewarded, okay, or your attention. But also, this is a smart dog, right? This is a doodle, okay? They're very intelligent, they're very smart. It can only take him a few reps. He's also not that pushy. If you were dealing with a more pushy dog here, you're gonna have to maybe take a different approach to this, okay? So this to me is a little bit more of a sort of a level one approach again, of controlling it in the moment, and trying to sort of do that over and over and over to build a pattern to eventually try to prevent behavior in the future. But again, historically, I'm not really sold with most dogs that will work, okay? Because they don't really understand what happens if they do jump, all right? Because, I mean, meaning there's nothing negative that's happening, right? We're not giving any type of negative, we're not building any negative association to the jumping here. All we did was go from the jumping to a sit to the praise reward, okay? So for that reason, I don't believe jumping will be prevented in the future, okay? Because there's no consequence for jumping, right? So if you if you become very black and white and give a consequence for jumping, negative feedback, and then positive feedback for the dog making a good decision not to jump, now the dog has a very clear understanding. Don't jump, get praised and reward. Do jump, some type of negative feedback, right? So now our dogs can have again, a clear understanding to make better decisions, right? These are choices. Do I jump or do I not jump? I kind of know what happens when I do jump, right? Which again, if it's negative feedback, could prevent the behavior. If not, okay, so again, a lot of times if your dog is jumping and that's how they're actually wanting attention, and then you are engaging with them jumping, well, it's being reinforced and it's being rewarded, right? Teaching our dog that as you jump on me, that's how I give you attention, which means I like it when you jump on me, okay? So let's just try one more time here, okay? Okay, hi boy, hi Salsa, hi boy, yes, good boy, good boy. So the moment he sat down, boom, give him the attention, right? Okay, boy, good boy, yay, good boy, yes, good boy, yes, good boy, yeah, 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 yeah. Good boy, good boy. So again, I can see he's thinking about it, right? I can see as I'm giving him this energy, he previously would jump right away, and then now he's like, oh, okay, well, every time I jump, he's having me sit, right? So I think that sort of that level one understanding there, level one meaning just simply asking him to sit, right? There was no leash there was no leash control into the sit, right? There was no negative feedback there to let him know that was an unwanted behavior, right? So he really only understands one side. I mean, in terms of nothing negative happened to him when he jumped, other than he was told to sit and he wasn't getting my attention that way. Okay, so in reality, it's not really negative. Okay, so the dog doesn't get your attention. Okay, it could be perceived negative if the dog doesn't get your attention. Okay, but in reality, like nothing negative happened to the dog, right? Okay. So something I just wanted to point out with something I was trying with him. Okay, so some other dogs, again, pushier dogs, yeah, we're gonna need maybe a little bit more negative feedback to try to control that and prevent it in the future. That's a good boy. Okay, come on.